Hey guys, what is up? It's Alex here on the F1 2012 Sprint Mode video. Now this time we're in Brazil in the McLaren. We're going out onto the grid right about now and we're going to go onto this one hoping for a good result and hopefully everybody is going to be racing clean. So you can see there Ferrari on pole, Force India in second, and then I'm about mid-pack for me, and then I think my teammate looks like he's right at the back of the pack. So we're starting in 6th position out of 16 about midway through the grid, so there could be carnage that could ensue. But let's hope it doesn't, because we're starting in a half decent position and we could get a good result out of this race. So here we go, lights are on, lights are out, here we go, and we are in 6th position in the McLaren, trying to get the best start we can possibly do, using half our curves, making sure we don't get any sort of people crashing into me from behind, sticking it to the apex, and a little bit of contact with the car on the outside. And what? We get a penalty? What did I actually do? The guy, he just turned into me and I had nowhere to go. There are people pushing up the inside, I had absolutely nowhere to go. And obviously I did make a little bit of contact with him, but I mean, there's nothing I could do, I was being pushed wide. So yeah, that's annoying, we've got to fight around that, we've got to try and do the best place we can possibly do now. Because we've got a 10-second penalty, so what can we pull out of the bag? We've just got to get past this Ferrari as fast as possible and get the position and maybe pull away if we've got the opportunity. So, the Ferrari looks like he's pulling off some decent lines through his corners. He doesn't look too fast, but he pulls off some decent lines, so he can probably defend from us for a long time. Now coming into nearly the last sector of the sort of lap, and we're actually trying to catch this Ferrari, but he actually looks like he's pulling it away, but he made a little mistake coming out of that corner, getting it sideways. I'm going to stick it around the outside, maybe not. No, we're going to keep it on the racing line and try and get him down the home straight. So here we go, we're going to have the slipstream. He's weaving all over the place, don't know why he's doing that. And hitting these apexes is vital. Make sure you cut across the pit lane as much as possible to get a good run, but I don't seem to do it that well this time. But we're in the slipstream, that's the good thing. We're getting a good tow down here, and we're going to go down the inside, braking super late and nearly hitting the apex. And what a move that was from me. That was one of the best overtaking moves I've done on this game. I braked super late, managed to hit the apex of the first couple of corners, and actually meant that I could pull off that overtaking maneuver, which was awesome for me. Now coming down the back straight into the second sector of the race, we pulled out 1.3 seconds already on the Ferrari, I think it was, in sector 1. So now we're going to try and do the best we can possibly do to pull away the McLaren, and my setup at the moment is actually pretty good, so I can do a very good race from here if I can pull out some decent gap and just hit the apexes perfectly and make sure I don't make any mistakes myself. So these corners are always hard, they're very slow, and you've got to have a bit of patience in you to make sure you don't rage when you're going so slow through these corners. But if you hit the apexes right on these corners, you can get a decent line and save a lot of time on the people behind. So what's the gap going to be to the guy behind us right now? We're going into the last sector of the lap. It is 1.3 seconds, so he's kept it about pretty much the same through first two sectors, which is good for him, but obviously bad for me because of the 10-second penalty that will ensue to my time result at the end. So using up the rest of our curves, going on to the final lap of the race any second now, and actually getting a half decent run in these sort of last couple of corners, actually setting the fastest lap of the race. But the guy behind us actually caught us in the last couple of sectors, so we've got to try and do the best we can in this last lap and try and pull out a lot. But you can see there he made a mistake in about the third corner of the center S's, I think they're called, or the Schumacher races. I never get it off the top of my head, but yeah, sector 1 we're going for fastest as well. 2 attempts up on my fastest lap of the race, and then getting it sideways, making sure I don't lose it. That was lucky I didn't spin completely. But the guy behind us is now 2 seconds behind us, so we're going to have to absolutely go as fast as we can to see if we can get this place in the end of the race. Because I think at the start that penalty was a bit outrageous. Maybe if I'd been asked to give the position back, I'd have accepted that, but a 10-second penalty for just making a brief bit of contact with the HRT was a bit outrageous in my opinion. But yeah, you can voice your opinion down in the comment section, obviously. But yeah, we're going into the final sector of the race any second now. And what is the gap? He seems to have lost a lot of time. We've got 5/10 up on our fastest lap of the race. He's 3.1 seconds down now. So going on to the final sector of the race and onto the final straight of the race, even though it really is just a load of corners. So we're going to use as much curves as we can down the back straight here, hitting the apex of that, even though there isn't really one. So we're coming across the line. What's our best time? 1:13.1, I think it was. And we, get 1:13.172, 10-second penalty for both of us at the top. Then third place looks like he's gone into a bit of mayhem because he's got a fast lap time, but he's very slow. Look, he spun it, and the guy in third got up to second, so we actually gained first position in the end. What a race that was. Amazing that I still won even if the penalty was incurred. And yeah, what a crazy race, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and that's pretty much it. Hope you have a wonderful day. It's been Alex and Matt here. Bye.